What's up? How y'all doing out there? Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Easy. You understand me? Truth is truth. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet. You understand me? I don't give you none but truth. I speak my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I seen some people left, from my last video. When I was talking about the Tyler Perry movie, Straw. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I wasn't trying to make people leave the channel. If it applied to you, you know what they say down south, a hurt dog holler. And, you probably felt, a certain way. So, what I'm saying? I just want to say to the black women, I love black women. What I'm saying? I love all women. What I'm saying? No matter what race you are, hard working women. Women, men are, all men are not good. All men are not good. What I'm saying? Women go through things too. And sometimes dudes just don't want to be real men, and they have to take care of their kids. But I seen people leave, and to those people, if you ever come back, I apologize to you. You felt to feel offended, but the truth is the truth. We got a lot to talk about today. I told y'all, this y'all channel. Whatever y'all want to speak on, whatever y'all opinions are, whatever y'all, I told y'all life, love, entertainment, news, whatever y'all want to, go into, what I'm saying, I'm going to give my opinion on it. That's all I got to say. One thing I got to say is, and y'all type in, whatever you want me to talk about, we will go to that. But rules and consequences. That's one thing we got to talk about. Rules and consequences. A lot of people don't want to follow rules and consequences. And I don't know why. And it's a lot of, it's not kids, it's older people that's doing it. What makes you feel that you are an exception to the rule? What makes you feel that you are an exception to the rule? People will come on, like where I work. I'm going to give you an example. People will come on and the rules. You've been riding and doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You know the rules. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Why is it that when you get on the bus a certain day, thank you, Del Rico, for the donation. Why is it that when you're riding for a certain day, you feel the need to act like you have forgotten what the rules are? Don't know grown people want to keep talking to other grown people like they're kids. But then when they talk to you, you act like it's a form of disrespect. When you know the rules. See, y'all have to understand this too. And this is something that I went through a long time in my life. Rules are necessary. Rules prevent chaos and drama. Rules prevent chaos and drama. If you're not willing to live by rules, then you shouldn't be, out there. You shouldn't be out there in the world. I shouldn't have to tell you as a grown man or grown woman what you should and should not do when you already know the rules. Don't be mad at me because I have to enforce it. It's a point of child's play. You know what I'm saying? It's the point of, acting like a kid. I shouldn't have to tell nobody who over 30 7 times the same thing. And, the new motto is, my bad. My bad. It's going to be your bad too when you have to deal with the consequence. That's life. Consequences are in life. I don't want to get up and go to work every day. You know how much I wish I could go around and just rob, steal, and be a corporate, thief and scam and go into people's bank accounts and just live free every day. You know how much I would love to do that, but unfortunately for me, I can't because I understand that in this world, it's consequences, there are laws. If I break these laws, then guess what? I have to go to jail. I can't live the life that I would like to live. I can't live the so-called freedom that we American citizens live. I can't sit in my house and watch TV and eat and go to sleep. I can't pick a day when I want to go outside and want to go to the club. I can't do that because there are rules. So why is it that people feel that there are exceptions to the rules? Who told you that? Everything in life has consequences. Everything. Even dealing with the Most High God. There's laws, there's statutes on this world today that you can't do what you want to do. But for some reason, and I'm going to say it, it's people who are out there in the streets. It's people who are without. It's people who are staying here and there. I done been there. I was once one of these people who didn't want to abide by the rules. And I never got anywhere by not abiding by the rules. But what makes you think that you're going to change your outcome of what you're doing if you're not willing to abide by the rules? I had to stay with people. I had to stay with family. I had to stay with friends. People have rules. One of my father's rules, if you have to come stay with me, no matter how old you are, at 12 o'clock, my door locks. This is my father, my biological father. If you want to come and stay with me, my door locks at 12 o'clock. If you're not in here, don't knock on no door, don't come by, don't ask for no favoritism. The door is not going to open. See, everything starts from parenting. That's why it's in the Bible. You know, if you don't use the rod, you spoil your child. That's why a lot of parents today are going through chaos. That's why a lot of you mothers are paying restitution for your kids. That's why a lot of you parents are sending money to prisons and jails and county jails for your children because you disobeyed the Bible. You didn't whoop your children. You didn't whoop your children. So now you are dealing with what happens when you don't whoop your children. You're dealing with what happens when you don't whoop your children. One thing about this world people have to understand is, this is something I learned. It was two old men told me this. Two older men, should I say this? In the gas station, an older man told me this. And I posted this on YouTube once before. You're going to be a boy twice and a man once. Let me say that for those who don't understand. You're going to be a boy twice and a man once. A lot of men don't have to go through this. This don't apply to everybody. Some men have been, went to the military and had jobs and had families young, and they started out being a man, had their own, so they was 19, 17, 18. Some men, this don't apply to them. But majority of the men in society, we understand this. And an old man told me this. He said his grandmother told him this. His grandmother told him this. You're going to be a boy twice and a man once. And you know who this applied to? It applied to me. Because when you're born, you're going to be a boy. When you're growing up and you're doing things wrong, you're going to be a boy twice. I'm going to say that again. When you're growing up and you are doing things wrong, you are going to be a boy twice. When reality hits you, when you're tired of this world, when you're tired of yourself, when you wake up, then you're going to become a man. Then you will become a man. That's the realest thing I ever heard. And I heard that from an old man in the gas station. Say his grandmama told him that. You're going to be a boy twice and a man once. And it goes the same way with women too. You're going to be a woman twice. You're going to be a little girl twice and a woman once in your life. Everybody just don't wake up and get the cake up. Everybody don't go to the military, Navy, Marines, wherever it may be, have children, and you just start off grown just like that. And salute to those who are doing it. I truly salute you. Because you've been grown since you was a teenager. But everybody don't wake up like that. Everybody don't wake up like that. You're going to be a boy once, boy twice, and a man once. Let me tell you something else an older guy told me. When a man hit the stage before 40, whatever you are doing before you hit 40, you will be at that stage at the rest of your life. This when I used to go to my mama house and deal. My ex-girlfriend would put me out and have to go deal. I have to go to my mama apartment when she separated from my father for a minute. If you going into your 40s and you pass the 41, 42 stage and you still messed up, you might be stuck in that stage forever. Believe it or not, that's what woke me up. I hit 38 years old and I thought about what that man said. I said, hell no. Hell no. I can't go into that stage being the way I am. I ain't got nothing. At 37 years old, y'all, 38 years old, I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing in my name. I didn't have a car, even though I had cars before. I had an apartment before. At 37 years, 38 years old, I didn't have nothing in my name. I was still a boy. At 37 years old, 38 years, I was still a boy. Is you listening? I was still a boy. Till I woke up and I said, you know what? Looked in the mirror, this ain't me. This ain't who I want to be. I'm skinny, I'm drug addicted, I'm on pills, I'm on everything you can beer, drinking, waking up. I still go to work. Still got a job, still go to work, but I'm not happy with me. And I told myself, is this what you want to do? You finna go into 40 years old. This what you want? Everything has a consequence in this world. Like my teacher used, like my principal used to say it at my school, in high school. I went there for 2 years before I went to the school I graduated from. I've got to get me out of my way. I have got to get me out of my way. You the only person stopping you. Pick up that Bible, man. You are the only person that's stopping you. No matter what you've been through. No matter what you have been through in life, pick up that Bible and read. And I promise you, you are the only person that's stopping you. Be accountable for what you have done. Be accountable for what you have did in this world. It's okay to feel regret. It's okay to feel I should have done this. It's okay to feel I should let this go. But be accountable for it. That Bible will change your life. I promise you. That Bible will change your life. This world crazy, y'all. It's getting to the point where now I really don't want to be on the internet at all. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, because it's foolishness. I want y'all to look and listen to this. Scroll down your internet feed, Facebook, TikTok, anything that you got that's social media. Scroll down. You can't scroll down past 5 reels without seeing black women with their body showing, their butt, their chest showing. Scroll down 5 reels, 1, 2, and I promise you, you will see black women showing their body. That's sad, man. Y'all got to remember at the same time, this is a whole genre, a whole nationality of people are watching these videos. It's so bad to where they got the African women acting like American thighs. They got African women acting like American thighs now, wearing the tights, showing their butt, bending over, doing videos. Is that all a black woman is worth nowadays? Is that you have to show your butt? You got to show that you got a big butt? That's what you worth? That's what you're worth now because you was born and built with a big butt, a nice body. That's all you got to give me? It's sad, man. You see the male energy on their videos. They rapping Nicki Minaj song, Megan Thee Stallion song. This all you got to offer me? Not only that, you look on social media, you see black men, grown men, acting like kids, acting like rappers. You see grown men idolizing the wrong things in life. The wrong things in life. Not supporting black men going to school and being doctors and lawyers, accountants, and things like that. I just seen a video, a reel, where a dude was saying the guys that broke out of county jail, I think in, where was it, Louisiana or whatever, they should be considered as legends for breaking out of the county jail. I'm going to tell y'all this. Yesterday, me and my little honey dip took our daughter to the park. I'm standing outside the park, I'm smoking a cigarette because you can't be in the kids' playground smoking a cigarette. Y'all niggas who been in prison, don't nobody want to hear that story. Why do y'all act like going to prison is something cool? I'm sitting there, I'm smoking my cigarette. Hey, dude, come by, happy Father's Day to you, brothers. I'm not even a father. I just say thank you, brother. I appreciate this. Because I don't pay attention to dudes. I don't hang around nobody but my female that I hang with. Oh, this and that and other. Why he come by, he say, yeah, man, because I got so many kids. I've been away from for 6 years. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here come the prison story. Here come the prison story. I don't care. I don't want to hear that shit. To all my niggas that been in prison, because I got a lot of homeboys been in prison. They drive trucks now. I got a lot of homeboys that used to sell dope back in the day. They drive trucks now. I'm never bash a man that been through that situation. But I don't want to hear nothing about what you done been through in no fucking prison. I don't care. You know who needs a standing ovation? You know who needs a standing ovation? The dudes that didn't go to prison, that was going to work, working at McDonald's to make sure their children were straight, that they were straight, that they didn't risk their life every day. Them the dudes need a standing ovation. Why don't nobody congratulate them? Why don't nobody congratulate the dude that stayed out the way, that worked hard, that made sure his children growed up? He worked here, he worked there, he worked everywhere. He could have been in the streets too, but he realized what was more important than raise his children and stayed out the way. Why them dudes don't get no claps and handshakes, no credit? But yet every time I'm around a black man, he want to come and tell me how long he did in prison. I don't give a fuck. That don't move you into manhood because you've been in prison. So you made a decision that chose to take 6, 5, 3, 4, 1 years away from your life. That was your decision. And you had kids. That means that you were selfish. Don't come ground me from a dude who survived and realized that is my money being long worth my lifespan being shorter? When I had to sacrifice, when I wanted the cars, when I wanted the clothes, when I wanted the hoes, I had to realize that there was something bigger and more important than me, and I stayed true to what I had to do. But I don't get no congratulations. I don't get no congratulations. Ain't nobody out there shaking my hand, patting me on the back for being a real man that didn't decide to lose my life or go to prison because I had responsibilities. Don't nobody clap you on your back. The realest dudes in the streets, the realest dudes that's out here is the dudes that didn't sacrifice themselves for money. Didn't sacrifice themselves to sell drugs enough to go to prison. Didn't sacrifice themselves enough to shoot somebody and kill somebody and trying to show pride to other people. Them the real gangsters. Them the real gangsters. But we out here showing support and no disrespect to, like I said, to nobody been in prison. Everybody make mistakes. Ain't none of us human. Some people had to live that lifestyle. Some people grew up with no mother, no father, nothing like that. You had to. You didn't want nobody to play with you. You had to survive like that. But at the end of the day, don't forget the dudes that chose to go the other route. Especially coming from the neighborhood that you grew up in. You knew how hard it was. That same dude used to laugh at working at McDonald's, working at Burger King, getting up going to do that 9 to 5 when you sitting up on the front porch with your pack. And now he legit and he's straight. Respect that. Because that wasn't easy. He could have easily came on that front porch with you and said, man, give me something to sell. Give me something that'll put me in prison too. But you know what? He had a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old. No, bro, I got to get it the right way. I respect my brothers who've been in prison. Some of y'all coming out doing very well, doing better than dudes that's been on the street since you've been gone. Ain't nothing wrong with going to prison. You a man, you make mistakes. But all I'm saying is don't glorify that shit like it's something. If I would ever have to go to prison, if I was in prison when I was younger, I would want nobody to know. You would have to literally look up my record and realize that, yeah, I did time. And I'll admit to you, yes, I did. I am not that dude that's going to go around and sit around people and act like this is a way of acknowledgement as a man in the black so-called community that I am a man because I went to prison. I would never tell anybody that I've been in prison before. You have to find proof and you have to find paperwork for me to come on out and tell you. Why would I be excited about telling people I got 9 years, 8 years, 20 years, 11 years, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years took away from my life? Why would I do that? The sad thing about the streets is that there's nothing out there. I feel sorry for the young dudes that's out there thinking there's loyalty and things in the street. Like they watching these videos and listen to these rappers. Y'all got it worse than when we came up. Because we came up from the era of 80s, baby. I'm an 83 baby. We grew up in the era where this stuff was real. Loyalty. You don't snitch. You look out for your homeboys. You ride with your homeboys. You fight with your homeboys. You stay loyal 100%. This is the era we grew up from. And as the process of us growing up, we seen all this stuff was not real. None of it was real. And y'all are going past this. This is the difference, though. Let me tell you this difference. The difference between us was There was punishment and consequences, not just in the jail system or getting caught. If your mama heard that you were doing something, consequences, ass whooping. Your grandma heard you, consequences, ass whooping. They call your uncles, consequence, ass whooping. They called your big brothers, consequence, ass whooping. So if you really wanted to be in the street, you really had to be in the street. Y'all don't have to be in the street. Y'all just want to be out there because it's something to do. Y'all creating ops and creating situations to where you got to carry a gun. That ain't gangster. That's cartoon characters. That's cartoon characters. Real street niggas don't create ops. Oh, he don't like me because I'm going with a girl he like. That's whole shit. He don't like me because I dress better than him. He don't like me because I stay on this side. Now, most of y'all, this is the sad part about it. Most of y'all supposed to be want to be gangsters that's out here talking about y'all got ops and stuff. Y'all growing up in good neighborhoods. I can see if you from the projects. I can see if this project being beefing that project being like they do in Chicago, this street beefing that street beef. But half of y'all got silver spoons in y'all mouth. Even from the dudes in Chicago, because I lived there. If you live on the south side of Chicago, close to Indiana, you should not be in no gang. Y'all living in houses. Your mom and them is going to work paying bills to make sure that you are straight. And you got the audacity to be standing on a corner willing to die and kill for a street, for a project. Let me tell you something about beef, or what y'all call today ops. If you ain't never felt in your heart that you need to go kill this man before he get to you, you ain't got no beef. All right? If you ain't never feel that you need to get him before he get you, you ain't got no beef. See, this something in the streets. Niggas prey on niggas that they think are weaker than them. Pay attention. It's niggas that think that they are, raw for raw, top for top. But you got to realize, it's a nigga that done shot them or almost killed them that ain't in jail. I'm going to say that again to you so you understand this shit that I'm telling you. The niggas that you think is raw, it's a nigga that done shot them, then almost killed them, and they ain't gonna shoot their mama house up. The nigga that shot them is still alive, walking around. But you know what? He gonna try to step on you because he think you scared of him. And what you gotta do is remember, nigga, I remember such and such shot you, damn near killed you, and you ain't gonna step on his family. You ain't gonna step down on him. So you know what that means? He feel that you are less of a man than him. So you gotta crush this motherfucker. If you will let a nigga shoot you, beg for your life, and this nigga still walking the streets, but when you see me and you had a disagreement about something, and now you think you gonna step on me, crush that motherfucker. Crush him. Crush him. Because he feel like you less of a man than him. How the fuck you gonna be scared of a nigga that's scared of somebody else? Is you listening? How the fuck you gonna be scared of a nigga that's scared of somebody else? You see it every day in your community. A white man come and slap the shit, a police officer come and slap the shit out the realest gangster you think of your neighborhood mama. What that nigga gonna do? He gonna go to court. He gonna hold up signs. He ain't gonna kill the white police officer that slapped his mama, but let you slap his mama. He gonna kill you. He gonna shoot up your house. He gonna kill your baby mama, your children, send bullets through the window for yours. But that white man that slapped his mama, put it on her neck, he gonna walk around with signs talking about they finna sue. We cowards out here. We cowards out here. You know, like I said, I talked about my straw video. Seen a lot of black women leave. I understand. Maybe something I said hurt your feelings. We got this new situation. Can anybody inform me? Or come on to the channel. Let me put the link up. Tell me what's the situation with this black girl, with her husband or whatever killed her, that's been on Facebook. It's worldwide now. One thing I can see about it is that the girl, she had a little girl's mentality. I'm not saying they deserved to get her killed. I'm not saying that whatever went on, she was wrong for what happened. But when a man is sitting around threatening you that he's going to kill you, people take threats lightly. I have never understood this. How can you take a threat on your life lightly? You only have one. This ain't Nintendo, this ain't Sega Genesis, this ain't Xbox. There's no reset button on life. How the hell can somebody threaten your life and you sit there and laugh and giggle like it's a game? Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing to me. They just talking. You supposed to take a threat on your life as serious as it's supposed to be. You have to get these people away from around you that feel like they're in a position where they could take your life. Ain't nothing funny about somebody saying that they're going to stab you or possibly kill you for you revealing the truth, a lie, or whatever it may be, which people don't understand. Lies can get you killed. Don't lie on nobody. Whatever you do, don't lie on nobody. Lies get people killed. Lies get people put in situations they can't get out of. When a person threatens your life, take heed to it. The weakest motherfucker you think in the world that's scared of you will take your life. The person that you think is beneath you, the person that you think you can beat up, they will take your life. The person that you think is scared of you and actually may be scared of you will take your life. You have to be humble. You have to be humble. You have to treat people how you want to be treated. You don't know what, as people, we have to understand is you don't know what somebody is going through on a particular day. Y'all keep talking about the movie Straw, the black woman out here in the world, the movie Straw. Y'all seen what she was going through, how she snapped. Men snap like that. Women also snap like that. Anybody can snap like that. See, I'm finna take y'all back to a certain movie. Let me bring up a certain movie before we end up getting off here. We on 35 minutes. Anybody who watching? Anybody? I got 5 people watching so far. Anybody seen the movie with Batman and the Joker, The Dark Knight? Press 1 if you seen the movie Dark Knight with Batman and Joker. I'm finna give you some game. This is real shit. I ain't just talking about no movie. Press 1 if you seen Dark Knight with Batman and Joker. Press it. Number 1 if you seen Dark Knight with Batman and Joker. Y'all ain't gonna press the number 1? And see, I was trying to get my ex-wife to understand this. I was trying to get my ex-wife to understand it. This is real. If you ever watched Dark Knight with Batman and Joker, you remember the scene when Batman said when the Joker was in that room when he was locked up, and Batman said, "You want to kill me?" And the Joker said, "No, no, I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you." The whole point of that movie was to show Batman, you will be fighting crime until you are 100 years old. Everybody can turn into a criminal. The whole point of that movie of Joker was showing Batman, you will be fighting crime until you are 90 years old and you can't walk, because anybody can turn into a criminal. And that movie Straw showed you that. You get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? All you need is a little push. We all can be criminals at the end of the day. That's all Batman. The Joker was showing Batman. You're wasting your time, because even the people that you think are good can become criminals. If my light bill comes short, if I ain't got no food in the house and I got kids, people will become criminals. I don't want my wife to know I got a gambling debt. I lost everything in Las Vegas. I'm finna go rob this store to pay my bills. I don't want my boyfriend to know that I didn't pay the light bill. I'm gonna go and steal out of Kmart to get this light money. At the end of the day, we all can become what we criticize. We all can become what we criticize. That's what the Joker was showing Batman, even though it was a movie. You will be fighting crime until you're 90 years old. Because whether you believe it or not, you can, and you probably would become a criminal if you had to. Now back to the situation on where this guy killed his girlfriend. This from what y'all done raised. Cause see, what y'all not probably understanding is this boy came from raised from a single mother. He emotional like a female. He was staying with her. You see what I'm saying? She probably wanted to put him out. Y'all raising simp men. Black women today, y'all are raising the dudes that y'all hate. Y'all are raising the same dudes that y'all hate. Sorry, don't want to do nothing. He living off you. That's what y'all raising. But you don't need a man. It's so much going on in the world with the chaos of Remy Ma, Cardi B, DDG, Trump, LA riots. Y'all, something that happened in a minute. Remember me telling y'all this. I understand that, free mind, but we need to try to see it. We need to try to see it. See, as so far this black community that we so-called have, this black community that don't exist because we kill and destroy each other, it's gonna take something dramatic. Like I've been saying this for years on my channel. They're gonna have to drop a bomb that's gonna destroy a whole community of black people for black people to wake up. Other than that, we ain't gonna never wake up, and they ain't gonna do it because they like us lost. Look at what's going on TV. All you see is black people acting ignorant. Zeus Entertainment. If it ain't Zeus Entertainment, it's social media. All you see is black people acting ignorant. For money. They got us by the balls. We losing. We losing. We done lost. And now they finna come put their foot on our neck. Now they finna come put their foot on our neck. Don't even know we the people in the Bible. The Israelites. God's favorite. We curse because we don't listen. We curse because we didn't listen to what God told us. If God loved us, if God was real, why he don't stop this? We cursed? That's how we ended up in so-called slavery. The so-called slavery that you know about. That's how we ended up in that, from not listening to God. We are God's chosen people, the Israelites, the 7 tribes of Israel. We are the 7 tribes of Israel. And we don't listen to none God tell us, and he punish us for it. And he ain't gonna come back and save us. You keep believing in all these other religions and crystals and aliens and all this shit you want to. You keep doing that. You keep believing that you are African American. You keep believing that you are African American. Go ahead. There are rules and consequences to his life. Because look how a white person raised their kids. They don't have to whoop them and look at they turn out program us to beat the hell out of our kids. And we just walk to them like they do. No, you got to understand this. It's in the Bible, our Bible, that they so-called say the white man gave us, but that Bible give you power. Ain't no white man gave us no Bible. The oldest Bible was found in Ethiopia. The oldest Bible that ever existed was found in Ethiopia. Think about this. A white man gave you a Bible when he's supposed to told you he'll kill you for reading? Huh? A white man gave you a Bible that would empower you and tell you everything about you. But he's supposed to kill you for reading. Why would a white man give you a book when he's supposed to kill you for reading? In slavery. This is when slavery was going on. Somebody lying. Somebody is lying. A white man that gave you a book that show you who you are if you really read it. Back in slavery times, he gonna pass you a book when he was supposed to kill you for reading. Remember, in slavery times, you could be killed for reading and knowing how to write. But he passed you a book for you to read it? Somebody lying. Because they couldn't get to it. The question you got to ask is why they got locked up. If it's false, why do you hold and keep something that's false? Look at that R word you just said, Roman. Didn't the Roman Empire kill Jesus? Didn't the Roman Empire kill Jesus? Yeah. Didn't the Roman Empire kill Jesus? Because the ones that's locked up will really reveal the truth. It's locked up for a reason. The ones that are locked up, the scriptures that are really locked up, reveals the truth of everything. You don't lock up something or keep it from people unless you want to hide it. I'm done, y'all. I gotta get up early in the morning. I done preach what I done preach. This your boy Easy. I'm out.